This is a quick introductory video on how to make bulk changes using Res System. And so first of all, let's talk about why you might want to use the bulk change or the bulk update feature. And so some really simple things: you can easily change start times and end times. You can stop selling or make slots internal. You can set messages that would show up for the public. You can change capacity. And then even on the advanced side, you can set minimum attendees or max bookings per slot as well. So you may want to change start times simply because you are running an activity that has to do with sunset. And if sunset happens, if you leave at 6 o'clock for a sunset cruise, later in the summer, you're going to want to change that to 6:15 and maybe 6:30 and 6:45. So this gives you an easy way to go in and say, for the second week in June, make it this time, and for the third week in June, make it this time. And it makes it really simple to make these changes for you, kind of in mass. And then also changing capacity. If your guides change as you approach the end of the season, and maybe you can't have 20 people anymore because you've only got one guide, and so you only have 10, it gives you an ability to go make changes based upon specific dates and specific times that would happen as well. So let me show you a little how this might work. So what we're going to do here is when you log into Res System, you're going to come to this section called Time Slots, and you're going to click on List View. Now, once you're in the List View, it's going to give you the ability to come in and kind of query based upon a lot of different things. And the first thing that you get to do is you can query by date range. So I'm going to say I want to look for everything from May 22nd until June 4th. Okay, now I can even say, give me only those activities that have a very specific start time, and I can say only that happen between these times or outside of these times. And again, this is designed to help you kind of get really granular with the activity slot times that you want to find. Now, I can even go and say, get even more specific and say, which activity do I want to go look for? Now, I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to do a quick run. And again, you obviously have the ability to check days of the weeks as well. So once I do this, it's just going to go out and it's going to get me these slots. So between May 22nd and June 4th for all of my activities, I have 154 slots that were found. So again, if I wanted to really drill down in this and just say, just give me my jet boat adventure or my lunch cruises, you could do that. But the point that we really want to share with you here is what you can do once you've queried into to getting the list that you want. And that's where this comes in over here. So this is where you can make these bulk changes. So if I wanted to say, I want to make all of these slots internal only, or make them just external, I can change the capacity. This is where I can change the duration of the slots. This is where I can change the new start time for this group. I can set a booking message. I can delete them. And so I'm going to actually just go ahead and do one thing. I think my first activity starts at 9 a.m. So we're going to say, just give me the 9 a.m. And 9:05 a.m. And we're going to go ahead and get these slots. So this is just going to now impact, and we went from that large number down to 28. So I now have 28 activities. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust these, and I'm going to set a new start time. So I'm going to set the new start time for these slots. And it was originally set for, you can see, they're all 9 a.m. here. I'm now going to make these 9:15 a.m. And when I hit make change, it's going to come back and it's going to ask me a question. Do you want to do this? And I'm going to hit yes, proceed, and I've done it. And so now it's going to come back, and when I look at this list, instead of saying 9 a.m., if I now change this to 9:15 a.m. and choose get slots, I'm now going to see I'm back to my 28. So I changed all those start times to 9. So I could even come back in here and say, well, on this one and that one I don't want to make a change, and that one I don't want to make a change, and this one. So again, you can come in and you can deselect these, very, specifically if you want. And now I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to make a change to the capacity. So I'm going to set the capacity of these slots, and we're kind of all over the board. It looks like 20 or 24. I'm going to set them all at 19. And when I do that and I hit make change, and it's going to say, are you sure you want to make the change to those slots? I'm going to hit yes. And now on all those slots that had the tick box, it has now been changed to 19. So 19, 24, that one obviously I didn't click select the box, but you can see we changed all of those capacities for all those as well. So this is a really powerful tool that gives you a really easy opportunity to make changes to a large group of slots. If you have any questions, always reach out to us. This is a little bit advanced, but it's really easy once you kind of get the hang of it, and we're glad to walk you through it. You can simply reach out to us by clicking support up here and sending our team an email, and we'll be glad to walk through this with you. Thanks.